Gonna move the E23 in front of the garage where the Golf is at the minute. As you notice now, the skip is gone and we have the marquee ready for us as well. We've bought it and I've got it in the garage ready to prop up. So mainly today's job is to move the E23 over to this side so that we can get it under the marquee and then up against the garage and start stripping that engine out. So yeah, all I'm doing is moving some cars around here just to make some space to move the E23 in front of the garage. This video is basically just positioning the car and then getting the gazebo up. I don't think I'll put the gazebo up just as yet because I don't want it to blow away with the wind and the weather at the minute. But definitely stay tuned because at the end of this video, or towards the end of this video at least, we might potentially start stripping the engine, and yeah, I'm going to show you a little bit of that towards the end of this video, so stay tuned guys. As you can see, I've had a few helping hands here, my sisters and my fiance Nikki. They've just been helping push the car a little bit. Obviously we've been using the Golf to do the lion's share of the work, but yeah, when it comes to like pushing it here or there, they've been super helpful just in this process. So thank you guys, thanks for your support. There we go guys, we are in position, kind of. So the gazebo thing is going to go over the top here. It's like 3 meter by 3 meters, so we'll cover over the engine bay, and that will give us hopefully enough room to take the engine out, and then yeah, we'll slowly start to strip it out and then we can work sort of in this space. We've got a wall being built in the garden at the minute, so builders have been in and out of this bit with a wheelbarrow, but I'm going to do a bit more tidying up. These doors still need to go, the guy needs to come and pick them up, but we're waiting for him. But yeah, in the meantime, at least the car's here now rather than over there, and we can start working on it, start stripping the bits that we need to, get it up on jack stands and start stripping it. Awesome. At this stage, like I said, we don't know what's happened in the engine, so the idea is to get it out and assess it, split it apart, do what we got to do just to see where it failed. And in the meantime, like I said, I'm looking for an engine, so if this video is out before I found an engine, then send me an engine, send me a link, let me know if anybody that you know has got this engine. I'm after an M30B32 or an M30B34 from an E23, and yeah, those are the engines I'm after, because I don't want to go to the E32 where I have to then do engine mount modifications or loom modifications or things like that. So yeah, send me a link, send me a contact, whatever it is. I'm looking for an engine. So guys, we're working on the E23 and it's a continuation of when we moved the car here. We'll plan to put the gazebo up, but we've not done that yet because, as you can see, the weather's great, so there's no point in putting it up. That was mainly for when it rains and things like that. So at the moment we're going to get started on just stripping a few bits off. So take the bonnet off, disconnect like the water cooling system, disconnect any odd pipes and stuff like that. But basically we're just going to get started.
So guys, yeah, we're going to start taking the engine out now, because the engine is very bad.
Engine very bad.
Very bad. So yeah, we're going to stick it on a time lapse, sort of get everything, you know, taken out, and yeah, hopefully it goes smooth, fingers crossed.
So yeah, as Ricky mentioned, we're going to get started with stripping this engine. The first thing we're going to do is take the bonnet out of the way so we have a bit of better access around the engine, and then we're just going to start disconnecting things around the engine, so the water cooling system, the radiator, any odd pipes, any odds and sods, and then we're going to focus on taking the engine loom out. So right now all we're going to do is focus on the cooling system, drain all the oils and the coolants, and then carry on from there. As it's such an old car, there are a lot of bits and bobs that were literally falling apart in our hands, so some of these things we're obviously going to need to replace. So we're just taking care, we're taking our time, we are just stripping this engine slowly apart, and trying to get to just the bare block, just so that we can remove the engine and the gearbox out together. Guys, we're at a stage where we've taken the radiator, the cooling system out, the fan, some of the electrical bits. Now we are basically trying to take the loom out. So the engine loom, where it's connected to the fuse box, which Ricky will show you now. So all the cabling from there, from the starter motor, the alternator down there. We want to get all of that cable fed through so that we can basically release it from the engine and just hang it over the side.
Yep.
So that's what we're doing.
So what's after this?
After this, we've got a lot of other bits and bobs to take off, like the AC cables, the AC pipes, things like that. But for now, we're just going to take this electrical bit out.
Sure. I mean, look at how much rust there is everywhere. And I don't know if you know, Trishul, but I think you got a bit of a project on your hand, man.
Yeah, I mean, those bits and bobs, basically, we're going to, when the engine's out, we're going to sand them down. Weld things that we have to weld, and basically get this whole engine bay properly prepared for potentially a paint job. So
yeah,
while we're there, while the engine's out, might as well do it.
Yeah. Anyways, let's try and get this out then. So do you want to pull it?
Yeah, we can put you guys on a time lapse now so that you can see how we're getting on.
Yep.
Now this is a car from the 80s, so things like wiring and everything else really is very basic. It's compared to a modern car, everything's really easy to access. The connectors and the connections are really simple. So yeah, I mean, it was very easy to sort of disconnect most of this stuff. The main challenge was just feeding the loom through some tight areas. So one of the connectors that was connected to a relay, we had to basically depin it, and that allowed us to feed it through one of the tiny gaps, which I'll show you now.
So what's the situation now?
So we got a feeling this is the last bit to take the engine loom out.
Yeah.
We're hoping.
Yeah.
This is in the way, so I'm just going to pull that out. I think...
Big piece of wire in it. We had to take it through that hole. BMW. What kind of engineering was that?
Yeah,
all of that came in through that hole.
Right there.
So, you know.
There we go. That's the engine.
Luckily, yeah.
We literally disconnect all the electricals from the engine.
Yeah.
And we've moved out.
Show them the relay. So it's not the relay, the plug. So essentially, if you do want to take out this, so if you pass over, if you do want to take out this, all you got to do is put a flat screwdriver through that and essentially just pull it out. And that was basically stopping us from getting it through the hole because it was on the other side. So it was too big, yeah. So there you go. Luckily we had YouTube. Yeah.
That's the engine.
Cool. So now we take the engine.
Pipes, AC pipes, bits of other pieces that we need to take out. So yeah, we're getting there slowly though. Are
we going to take the out with the transmission then?
I think we're going to take the whole engine out with the transmission.
Yeah.
The easiest way to do it.
Yeah. So unfortunately we don't have a ramp, so
compromising.
Seriously compromising. Look at this bad boy.
Unfortunately, we have to end the video there. Stay tuned for the next episode where we continue to strip the engine out of the E23. We want to get this engine out as quick as we can so we can understand what has happened inside it. I'm excited to split the engine apart and actually see what has failed and what has made this engine seize inside, whether it's the top end, bottom end, I don't know at the minute. We need to strip it apart just to get a better idea of what's going on. Thanks for watching this video. We'll see you on the next one.